Here we are in the greenhouse and another episode of Spare Time Gardening with me, Simon. Today we'll be having a quick look at the invention I've built together for automatic watering for the cucumbers. We'll have a look at some of the tomatoes and how they're doing, and I'm going to show you how to take some cuttings of fuchsias and hydrangeas. I'm going to try a couple of methods, the water method that you've seen in early videos, but also let's try it with the rooting compound and see how that goes. Enjoy! So here we are in the greenhouse. As I said, this is the automatic watering system I set up. Look at the cucumbers, full of them, doing really well. So this is a 5 litre plastic bottle, and what I've got is a pipe just running from the back. Just point it out just there, and on the end you hopefully can see a dripper. And it runs around the front, down here, sorry about the light levels, and here you go again, another dripper. So we're just going to fill it up and I'll show you in action. So here we are, filled it up to there, so not a huge amount of water. Let's just have a quick look down here, and you can see there's a dripper dripping away, and then down on this side again, just have a quick look, there's a dripper there, and let's see if we can lift it again, dripping away, and that'll just keep running, dripping away until all the water's gone in there. I can leave it, don't need to worry about it. So I know I said it's automatic, you do have to fill it up, but at least it keeps the cucumbers hydrated. As you can see, they need a good drink. Update on the temperature. This time last week we were really high, I think it was almost 35-40 degrees in the greenhouse. Highs today 37.5. It's Wednesday the 27th of July, and it's currently 5 to 7, and it's just over 20 degrees in the greenhouse with the window open, so quite humid. Let's have a quick look at the tomatoes. So tomato plants do need a bit of a water, as you can see, but look at those, beautiful tomatoes ripening up lovely. And just down here again, look at those tomatoes all ripening off. Let's pick one and see how they taste. Let's go for a ripe one. There we go. Let's take the end off. Let's have a look. So here's the tomato just picked. Let's try it, see what it tastes like. Really sweet. Lovely. This is sweet aperitif variety. Really nice, had really success. Grew these, you'll see in an early video, from seed, captured from seed that I saved. As you can see, it's full of flower and full of tomatoes, and they're ripening up lovely. So, good crop. And tastes lovely. Right, so first of all you need to select the plant that you're going to take cuttings from. I'm taking it from this fuchsia. It has purple flowers on it. Not quite sure of the variety. If anyone knows, then leave a comment below. And what you do is take a good stem, preferably one without flowers. Take something sharp. I'm using some scissors, and then we'll just cut it off. I'm going to take 4. Let's just take one there. One. Let's just take another one. Say down here. Let's just take another one. So, and that's 2. And let's take some from down here. So that's. Sorry about the camera. I'm trying to hold the camera and cut it as well. 3 and one more. 4 cuttings. You've got to be quite quick because you don't want them to be drying out, so we'll just take them back now and show you what to do next. So here we have the equipment needed, so I use the scissors then to make the cutting. There's the fuchsia cuttings, I'll show you what to do. Pox, we're going to put some in soil with some rooting compound. This one's just Wilco's own rooting powder. And I've got water, because I'm going to try the water method which I've seen in earlier videos which worked really well. So first of all, you get your cutting. And what you need to do is strip off all the leaves apart from maybe the top 2 so that it doesn't lose moisture. So let me just do that right now. So now you have the cutting with all the leaves stripped off, the leaves, and what you need to do is cut. Just goes into focus. Let's see if we can get that in there. Just above, so just below a leaf node. So you can just see that just down there. If that'll focus in, let's just see if I can get some focus on that. Oh, it's a bit blurry. So what we'll do is just cut beneath that, and then that's where the roots will form. So I'll do that now. So there you go. That's just cut now beneath the leaf node. That's where the roots will form. Just left a couple of leaves on just so it can still get energy. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put this one into the soil. So what we do is we'll dip it into the rooting compound like so. Sometimes it's better to get the end of this wet first, so I'm just going to dip it in some water like so. Dip it into the rooting compound, give it a shake, the excess off, and then pop it into your soil. So I'm just going to make a little hole, put it down the side of the pot, stops the roots drying out so quickly. So we'll just slide it in, down it goes, and then just backfill the soil around it. So we'll do that with another one. So those are the 2 fuchsia cuttings in the pot. What we'll do is then is just put a plastic bag over them to keep the moisture in after you give them a good water, like so. So plastic bag acts as a greenhouse, stops them losing water. Put them somewhere cool and dry. So I'm going to put them in the garage. It's the 27th of July, and we're going to compare, see how quickly they grow compared to the ones that we're going to put in the water. So I'm just going to put them in the water now, and then we'll put them somewhere, and we'll keep a weekly update on these and see what happens. Right, so here's a hydrangea. It's one with the pink flowers. It was blue, but depending on the soil it was pink. End of July, beginning of August is a good time to take cuttings. So again, we're going to try the same method. Some in soil and some in water, and we'll compare them. So again, I'm going to take 4 cuttings from this. Again, you want to be looking at just under leaf node is where you want to cut it from. So we'll do 4 of those, and then we'll see how we get on. And so here are the cuttings. Said you want to strip back the leaves so it doesn't lose moisture, so we'll do that, and then we'll pop some into the soil, 2 in there, 2 in water, and then we'll be able to see how they get on and see which is the best method, remembering that we're going to use the rooting powder as well. Let's have a look and see how we get on. So here are the 4 cuttings ready to go. So let's just take one, dip it in water, and let's just get the rooting powder again, like so. So take your cutting, dip it in the water, into the rooting powder, give it a shake, and then slide it into the pot, like so. Take another one, same thing, in the water, in the rooting powder, give it a tap, and then down the side of the pot again, firming it in, give it a bit of a drink, and then we put the plastic bag over the pot, like so. Put that somewhere cool and warm. So I'm going to pop it in the greenhouse. I'm going to put the same ones, these now, into the water, like so. Might just need to top those up. Again, put those in the greenhouse with the fuchsias, and as a bit of a trial, we'll see which ones root first. One in the water, or one's in the pots with rooting compound. So keep watching to find out how we get on. Quick roundup then. So another week. Here's the hanging baskets with the begonias, looking nice. Lovely flowers on the petunias now, looking really nice. The wisteria put on growth. Climbing fuchsias, again not doing too bad. This one seems to be doing better than the other. Still not put the supports up yet. Into the borders, there's a fuchsia, dahlias, geraniums at the front, the tall feathers, geraniums again. Look at that for a massive bumblebee. Look at that, isn't it lovely? On the alliums. Here we go with, like I said, hanging baskets the same throughout, petunias and begonias. Doing really well at the back now, the candulas. Again, these are putting on growth. Candulas in the middle doing great, and see the snapdragon starting to put flower on. This looks nice. Perennial sweet pea. Look at all that. Full of flower. And as I said, look at these alliums. Looking lovely. So let's have a look at the allotment. So there's the sunflowers. Got a story to say about the sunflowers in a minute, but this is doing really well. Runner beans, firestorm, as you can see, and he's wrapping around a cane, but starting to put on growth and get up the canes now. The jazzy potatoes, doing great. The silver birch trees from seed from last year, and we all know about the Masori peas, not doing great. Lavender, which is, as you can see, making its way into the greenhouse now. On here we've got raspberries. You can see plenty of raspberries there. I'm going to pick some of those. The grapevine making its way across the fence now, and the blackberry bush. Again, not sure if you'll be able to see, but we've got some blackberries there. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus, but yeah, some blackberries. So yes, as I said about the sunflowers. Here we are. This is a sorry state. This is a sunflower. Just have a look. I don't know if you can make it out. Just there. See where I'm pointing? That's slug damage. So it's climbed all the way up the stalk, either a slug or a snail. Right up, not touched anything else until this point, where it's chosen to feast on the stem. And I've tied it up to try and help it recover. I'm not sure if it will recover or not. We'll see. Let's hope so, because hopefully the sunflower will be as great as that, and hopefully as tall as last year's. But yeah, look at these runner beans, doing great. As I said, climbing up the canes, look, almost at the top. So again, and I think I saw. Oh yeah, I think. Can you make it out? Just in the join, just there. Just see if I can point to it for you. Just in the join, that's the flowers. And again, let's have a look. Just here, flowers again. So they'll be. Hopefully, we'll get some beans. But yes, as you can see, greenhouse full of vigour and life. Oh look, another bumblebee. Oh. Yeah, tomatoes full of flower, full of tomatoes, cucumbers full of cucumbers. As I said, tomatoes there. Pitcher plant, still looking great. Let's have a quick look at the bottom border. So, rhubarb needs picking. Any suggestions for what I can do with that other than rhubarb pie, rhubarb crumble? Some sweet williams just put at the back there that are flowering. Fuchsia's looking great, and the dahlias, as you can see, are putting on loads of growth now, so hopefully will flower before the end of the season. And the alliums, here you are, look, all the little black seeds ready for harvesting, so I can harvest them, or what I generally do is let them fall into the ground and then grow new plants. But yes, it's another nice summer's evening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. And please feel free to leave your comments and feedback below. I'd love to hear from you, so don't be shy, and of course I'll reply. See you soon.